to everyone who is watching our live stream today. With me is a special guest today. He's my cousin, actually. His name is Adrian Tan from Malaysia. And like all good things, when you have it, you share it with your family members first. So I shared this wonderful NLG with my cousin, as well as my close friends. And Adrian, later on, when I bring him on, he will share with you his experience and journey with NLG. And I hope that some of the things that he will share later on may touch your heart and inspire you to join NLG. So before I get started, let me just, let me just get everything in place. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, because I have to share the Facebook page of the Vietnamese live stream, and yeah, okay, I've got it already. Right. So like most things or topic that we want to get ourselves interested in, first of all, is most of us have our conscious mind that processes the information that is being given. So far in the last 1 month or so, whenever I'm on the live stream, I've been giving a lot of information from the third eye, pineal gland, to the brain waves and hormones and stem cells and everything else, right? I've been trying to be as factual as I can so that it will hopefully lead you into knowing more about NLG. But today I'm going to take a different approach because if we look at science, today science is still limited in its capacity to explain about everything that's happening around us. The first, ponder about that is to look into the universe. Science, well, some say we have billions of galaxies. Some went even as far as saying that we have about 2 trillion galaxies. And just to imagine the magnitude of billions or trillions of galaxies out there is simply just mind-boggling. And it's just beyond the capacity of humans. Don't mention scientists, humans to understand what's actually out there. I mean, if we just a simple understanding of how galaxies are formed, you're talking about 2 atoms coming together, forming a molecule, and then it sort of like evolve and generate more, and then there is a fusion, there's an explosion, and then stars and galaxies are being created. But even then, just this simple explanation does not tell us how we can have billions or trillions of galaxies. And I guess a lot of us also are wondering, are there life forms like us out there? I'm sure you do, right? As children, especially, we are always fascinated by UFO and human scientists. We are as we grow up, it's no different. For decades and decades, I think scientists have pointed out their telescope up to the universe to pick up some kind of I don't know, sound signal and whatever devices, equipment they use. They want to eventually pick up something that they can prove that there is something out there. But you know what, until now they are not receiving any signal. It's still very silent. So that comes back to science about the evolution theory of planet Earth. And as we know, Charles Darwin is the authority on this. The theory of evolution starts with certain DNA, with the simplest form of life from the very beginning. Some say it's billions of years. Some say planet Earth is 3.5 billion years old. I don't know, but billions and billions of years ago, this simplest form of life form with the DNA, I believe from the creator in the universe, started the simplest life form on planet Earth. And over time, this simplest life form has evolved into what we are today. We are probably the highest life form right now, right? Not just on this planet, but in the entire universe, that is able to think, able to have scientific inventions and creations to make our life easier. I mean, just a few decades ago, we don't have the internet, right? So have you ever pondered who gave these scientists the intelligence to develop the internet? And just a short time ago, we don't have planes, we cannot fly, people have to commute on animals, right? So there's a lot of things. What I'm trying to say, I'm not, NLG is not about a religion. NLG is not political. I just want to make that very clear. But I just want to, the viewers to open up your mind, just think of what could be out there. And the thing is, when you come into the NLG class, there is this energy connected from the universe that you will be able to harness yourself. And when you start practicing the NLG, some call it meditation, but it's not, all right? I think it's just a way of getting the energy into all the different cells of your body to, to stimulate the stem cells and to have many, many different healing effects, wonderful effects. Yeah, that is the transformation that you will experience from the NLG practice. And you know what? Your intuition, your sixth sense, your third eye, it will lead you to this feeling of belief that you yourself will experience. And don't get me wrong, it's not a frightening kind of traumatic kind of like, dealing with the unknown. No, I think it's something that you will feel the peace, the love, and you will feel complete. Also in terms of your understanding and knowledge of what's happening around you. So this is quite an amazing, I would say, journey for myself and a lot of people in NLG. And yeah, the Tibetan monks and all these people who have been meditating for years and years and years to probably reach what we have in NLG in just a very short time. So in NLG, I believe, is just a new frequency connected to the universe that each and every one of us have that ability, if we allow ourselves, to be connected and to experience good health. I mean, that's the magic or miracle, if you want to call it, of practicing NLG. And the proof, because I cannot scientifically prove everything to you about the NLG practice. I'll be honest, all right? As much as I would like to explain everything in a factual, scientific way, but you know what is the real proof here? We already have, and scientists can come and interview all these people. We already have thousands and thousands and thousands of people who will testify that they have been healed because of NLG. So I hope that you enjoy my summary of NLG effect and wonders, and it is for you, each and every one of you, to come in and enroll with us in our class 1. It's free, and you can drop in and drop out anytime. If in any way the instructor says something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you can easily just log out. All right, so we are not here to recruit you into any religion, because we are not a religion. We are just here to merely share the good news with you on how you can also have wonderful health, how you can also have wonderful relationship with your family and everybody, how you can really understand the real meaning of the 5 forms of love and embrace it and practice it in your daily life. And I guess the 5 forms of love is the key. It's the key of allowing you to be connected with the universe. So if you come into our class 1, and then subsequently you move on to class 2 and class 3 and so on, you will be experiencing wonderful things, not just in terms of health, but we also believe in the law of attraction. And once things start changing in your life, once your energy level goes up, because a very simple way to understand is, if you look at people who are sick, is their energy high or is their energy low? Now there are tools to measure energy of your different organs to see if it's high or low. And you'll find that people who are sick, usually their energy level is low. So here we have an NLG, a practice that will surely increase your energy level. And when your energy level in your entire body is increased, guess what? Your health will become much, much better. And any illness that you have, any disease, you are the one, because you harness the energy that we have taught you and shown you, you are the one, with the help of the energy, you are the one who is actually allowing your body to heal itself. And like I said, we have thousands and thousands of testimonials out there, not only limited to Vietnamese, but also now we have already a community of more than 50 countries in the world, and they come forward. All you have to do, if you want to look at the testimonials outside of Vietnam, just go to our fan page like this one, just scroll down or scroll up, or scroll down, sorry, and go to all the old videos that we did in the last 1 month, and you will see a lot of sharing about wonderful health testimonials. And in the Vietnamese fan page as well as YouTube channel, of course, we have so much more, right? Thousands. And this is something that at NLG we would like to share and help out. That's why we started this English live stream just about a month ago. And we started with 3 days a week. And now we have increased it to daily. And we increase it to daily is because in a few minutes, Mr. Lee will be sharing his love energy with everybody. And that is when we have this on live stream, live, not recording. And a lot of people who are just new and sick, they can just get this energy via Mr. Lee. All right, so Mr. Lee is the transmitter. He's getting the energy from the universe and he's transmitting it to all the people out there in the world. And a lot of wonderful health benefits and everything else that comes with the receiving the NLG frequency energy will help you, will unfold itself and will happen. And that may lead you to enroll in our class 1 so that you can practice it by yourself. So it's really amazing, and it has been a wonderful and amazing journey for myself. Okay, so I would like now to introduce a very special guest. He is actually Adrian Tan. Adrian is my cousin, right? And Adrian is in the real estate industry for many years. Before that, he was a banker, and he lives in Malaysia. And Adrian, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Fine, thank you, James.
All right. So tell us more about yourself and what do you do in your daily life?
Actually, I've been involved. I was a former banker for many years, and then after I left, I joined the property field. I'm also doing something on network marketing as well as some mutual funds. All
right. So you are very actively involved in different types of businesses. And can you explain recently what happened to you that was quite scary for you? Can you just tell our audience here what really happened from the beginning? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, James. Actually, yeah, as what you said, it was really scary. You know what happened. Sometime in March, I had a drinking session with a few of my friends, cold beers, you know. So nothing really happened.
Knowing you, you don't drink a lot. I know for a fact that you're not really a drinker.
Yeah, actually, I have not been drinking for quite some time. So there was a very long time that I didn't drink. So when I met up with my friend, you know, they urged me on. They said, you know, you never really drink, you know. So I just got along with the thing, and then I think I probably had one too many, so too many drinks, and then I went to the what do you call restroom quite a number of times, you know. There were no problems, but the problem happened when I went back during the night. I couldn't what do you call urinate.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a
blockage. There was a blockage, and you couldn't urinate. And
yeah. So actually, when you talk about health, I've been quite what do you call careful about what I eat. You know, exercise.
food supplements.
Yeah, take some supplements, but I don't like to take long-term medication. Even I'm supposed to take cholesterol medicine, but I never really like to have it over the long term. So, okay, coming back to that problem, for the whole night, you know, I couldn't, it's like, it was only like drops, you know, when I went to the toilet.
Yeah.
It's not constant flow. Not even a trickle, you know, drops, and it couldn't.
So then I can just feel you. I think you must be really anxious. What's going on, right? Because you never expected that.
Yeah, it was a real what do you call nightmare, if you can call it that.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because for the whole night, from midnight until the early morning, 6, 7 o'clock, I was up practically every 5 minutes, you know, to go to the toilet. But
so you had the feeling that
the urge was there.
Yeah, the urge was there, but you couldn't.
Yeah, and the bladder actually was full of the beer that I was drinking the previous night, and even after I came back, I some water to drink because I didn't think there was any problem. So my bladder was actually already full. Yeah, already full at that time.
So you went to see the doctor the next day?
Yeah, I decided to go and see the what do you call the government hospital, general hospital. I went to see. The person that I saw, the doctor, was actually a normal medical officer.
Okay.
So she didn't do very much, you know, just recommend I take some medication, and decided that it was some sort of a urinary tract infection. So she gave me some medication, and my blood pressure was taken, and it was 180, you know. It
was because of the anxiety, I think.
Yeah, it was. I was under a lot of pressure. My blood pressure has never reached that level. The most was 165, but I actually have a low blood pressure. It's about below 130 over 90, 80 or 90 or something like that. It was normal, not high. It was never high. So
it was quite alarming for you. And then what did you do after seeing that doctor? Yeah, what did you do?
Okay, after I went to see the doctor, they asked me to come back for another appointment the following week. They never recommended that a urine catheter or.
But what about the urine? So the urine just stayed in your bladder?
Yeah, it was in the bladder, and
Wow.
I couldn't get it out, you know.
I think that is a malpractice.
Yeah, there was no proper treatment, if you can put it that way, of my condition at that time, which I felt that it was very serious and there was no urgency to help me on this matter.
Yeah.
So
what
okay,
I mean, did you get another second opinion, or what did you do?
Okay, after I finished the appointment, it was probably after 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. And I went back, I took the medication, I tried to rest, and the condition actually still persisted, you know. There was no relief. I was feeling pretty bad, and I have no choice, but I had to call my doctor friend to seek his opinion on what further thing that I can do, you know, for my condition.
This is a private hospital.
Yeah, he was working at the Gleneagles Hospital, Medical Center in Penang.
Yeah.
So he recommended me to see this urologist, Dr. Timothy. So my friend mentioned that you can see him immediately, you know, even after hours. He will be willing to see you, or you can make an appointment to come the following morning. But I was thinking to myself, no, I can't wait anymore, because the bladder is still full, you know. So
yeah,
at 6 p.m. on that day, I went to see Dr. Timothy, and he immediately recommended I put on the urine catheter. So immediately my problem was relieved. I had something like 800 ml of urine in the beaker, you know. It was relieved. It was taken out from the full bladder. Yeah, and I was asked
that is just to release the urine which is in your bladder, but it hasn't really solved the problem yet, right?
No, it hasn't solved the problem. I was asked to come back the next day.
Yeah.
Actually, for those people above 60 years of age, for men especially, we are prone to have this condition.
Prostate enlargement.
Yeah, when you have this condition whereby you are not able to urinate, it can be due to one of 4 conditions. Okay, one of it is that your urinary passage could be blocked by bladder stones, you know. Okay, the second condition is you could have a urinary tract infection. Okay, the third condition is there could be a cancer of the prostate. The fourth condition is what they call medical term is BPH, or benign prostatic hyperplasia. That is prostate enlargement. So what happened to me? Okay, they took a X-ray of me, and there were no bladder stones. And subsequently, the doctor determined I didn't have a urinary tract infection, and I had a PSA reading. PSA reading for the prostate is to determine whether you have a prostate cancer. PSA is actually a prostate specific antigen test for prostate cancer. My reading was about 5.96 initially. The normal reading for prostate is 0 to 4. But mine was slightly on the higher side, 5.96. That was the beginning. But towards the end of the treatment, another PSA reading was made. My PSA reading went down by half, to 2.76. Okay. During the course of the treatment, I was put on the urine catheter for almost 2 months. During the 2 months period, the doctor tried to take it out, but to see whether I could successfully urinate, but 5 times it was not successful. You know, over the 2 months, the urine catheter was put in and take out for 5 times, but every time the doctor, the urologist, was not confident about my urine flow. Probably I feel a lot of things like urinary flow test. You know, they have to do a urinary flow test. The volume of the urine, how much each time you go to the toilet. Every time they ask you to measure, you know, how much urine you have.
So they need to find some sort of medication for you to relieve your problem. And well, I think I may have to sort of cut you out in a short while, because in a short while, Mr. Lee will be sharing the energy to the viewers on Vietnamese live stream that I had to share. So don't go away, and we will come back to you. All right, we'll come back to you and continue with your journey and how it has helped with your problem. So yeah, it's very interesting so far, and we'll definitely want to come back to you. All right, so stay tuned. All right, and yeah, so it's been fantastic, amazing so far. Okay, see you later.
Right.
Let me now. So let me just share this. This is the Facebook page of the Vietnamese live stream, and yeah, in a short while, I guess you will be able to get the wonderful love energy from Mr. Lee. And for those of you who are new to NLG, Mr. Lee in a short while will be transmitting this wonderful energy, and you just have to stay calm and receive this wonderful energy from Mr. Lee. So just receive it for a few minutes, and it will help you tremendously. So yeah, let me just enlarge this. Hang on.
Của bằng tiếng Việt là NLG Việt Nam. Vì vậy các quý vị, các cô chú muốn theo dõi để có những cái hình ảnh nét nhất, chúng ta có thể theo dõi trên YouTube và có những cái chương trình trực tiếp báo thường xuyên về máy của chúng ta cũng có tên là NLG Việt Nam. Vâng, và có một số trang hiện nay đang cố gắng là tìm cách là fake hoặc là nhái các cái trang, thì chúng ta hãy report hoặc chúng ta không theo dõi. Đây là cũng cái mong muốn của chúng tôi để chúng tôi truyền những cái năng lượng, những cái thông tin tốt nhất, cụ thể nhất đến với quý vị. Còn tiếp theo chương trình thì ngay sau đây chúng ta hãy đón nhận cái sự giải thích để đón nhận cái nguồn năng lượng an lành như thế nào. Xin mời các bạn hãy chia sẻ cho quý vị xem clip ạ.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our NLG live stream. Mr. Lee would like to send the NLG energy to the beloved audience. When he says start, please look into the middle of his forehead and imagine you are receiving NLG into your forehead. Then just relax and let this loving energy absorb to your body for 5 minutes and 30 seconds until Mr. Lee says done.
Vâng ạ, cái bài chia sẻ này rất đơn giản thôi. Khi mà chúng ta đón nhận nguồn năng lượng của chú Phúc, trong 5 phút 30 giây chúng ta hãy nhận nguồn năng lượng từ trán của chú Phúc và chúng ta cảm nhận trong vòng 5 phút 30 giây ạ, đến khi chú Phúc chấm dứt ạ. Còn ngay sau đây thì chúng ta hãy cùng đón chào chú Phúc. Vâng ạ, con xin mời chú ạ.
Chào tất cả các em lại đến trong cái live stream ngày hôm nay. Chú chào cô thí sĩ Phạm Thị Thúy nhé, đã chia sẻ rất là hùng hồn với cái sự hiểu biết, với cái sự nhận thức và cái sự là phân tích rất là rõ ràng. Cảm ơn cô rất nhiều. Và bây giờ chúng ta cũng đã đến cái thời gian để tiếp thu phần năng lượng rồi. Thì chú mời tất cả anh chị em chuẩn bị nhé. Cũng đừng quên tặng cho mình một nụ cười và đừng có quên cái người kế bên mình nữa. Và bây giờ chúng ta bắt đầu. Yeah. Bạn có câu hỏi gì cho chú không?
Dạ, có ạ. Thưa chú có một số câu hỏi ạ. Xin phép. Thưa chú, có một câu hỏi là năng lượng gốc có liên quan gì đến luân xa không? Và những người đã học.
Okay, so we're back, Adrian, to your wonderful story for all of us here. And yeah, we hope you can continue to share with us. So the medication, they have found a medication for you that help to control your your urinary tract, so that you're able to relieve yourself.
Yeah, I was besides the urine catheter, the doctor need to treat my condition. My condition was actually the BPH, the prostate enlargement. In medical term is benign prostatic hyperplasia. So in order to treat this condition, I was recommended a few medication to relax the prostate. The prostate is sitting just in between the urinary tract, So when the prostate enlarges, it presses on the urinary tract so that the urine cannot go through. So in order to treat the condition, I need to take the medication that can relax the prostate so that the urine can flow through. So among the medication that I had was Zatral, Cadura, Avodat, Duodat, and Urif. I was lucky because the medication worked, so that I don't have to go for an expensive surgery. If the urine catheter works but the medication does not work, I need to go for a complicated prostate surgery, which will cost me a lot of money. It's more than 10,000 Malaysian dollars, Malaysian ringgit. So of course, I was very concerned that I had to go for this surgery because there may be complications, subsequent to that surgery, like urinary incontinence. You are not able to control your urine anymore. So it is a very complicated surgery, but I was lucky because towards end of May, after 2 months on the urine catheter plus the medication, the doctor finally decided that I'm okay, for the urine catheter to be taken out, and that I continue the medication. So from after May, June, July, August, for another 3 months, I was on medication. Without the medication, I can't urinate because of the prostate enlargement. Every time I take the medication to relieve and relax the prostate so that I can urinate. So actually, I have mentioned earlier on that I don't like to take any form of medication. I'm okay with supplements, vitamins, but not medication. So I had my last appointment with the doctor. The doctor finally said that, I'm okay because the urinary flow analysis as well as the urine volume has improved tremendously. So I don't need to go and see him anymore. My last appointment was on 24th August. He told me to come back sometime in December, so asked me to continue my medication. So from 24th August until early of September, Dr. James contacted me, told me about amazing NLG energy, stem cell. Actually, I've heard a lot about stem cell and I've read up a lot about stem cell. Actually, James and I probably had some affinity because back in 2016, I had this condition with my heart artery, and he recommended me a very good supplement that helped improve my condition a lot. Now this is the second time that James has shown up, you know, without knowing without knowing that I had this condition, and told me about the what do you call, the wonderful nature of NLG.
Out of the blues, you got a call from me.
Out of the blue. Then he told me, Dr. James told me about there's going to be a class on 4th and 5th of September, class 1, NLG class 1 over 2 days, you know. So I said, why not? I will.
And I didn't even know you had the problem, right? At that time.
No,
you didn't even tell me you had the problem.
I didn't tell you.
So after that, you went for the class, and please tell us what happened.
Okay. All right. You know, my last appointment was on the 24th of August, the previous month. So from 24th of August until early September, I was still on the medication. I tried to go off the medication once or twice, but the condition came back. I couldn't do it satisfactorily, you know, to urinate satisfactorily according to what I want.
Used to,
so
yeah.
I have to go back to the medication. You know, I don't like medication, I said. So I had to go back on the medication. So during the days before my class 1, I was on medication. But after NLG class 1, I totally stopped the medication. No medication at all. And I could urinate. I could do it normally.
That's amazing.
And you know, it's been a month. It's been a month, and I have not taken the medication at all. I never go and buy.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know about your problem, and I just made a courtesy call to you and say, hello, cousin. So has NLG helped you? And that was the time that you shared with me a few days ago, right? And that was when I asked you, hey, would you like to come on the live stream show to be interviewed by me and tell the world, you know?
Yeah, actually, it was like this, you know, subsequent to the NLG class 1 on the 4th and 5th of September, subsequent to that, I attended a few of the live stream that you, what do you call,
that I shared with you.
Yeah, that you shared with us. And I heard about you saying that it helped somebody who had prostate problems. You know, that was the time when I thought, oh, I had that problem. So that's how I brought it up to you. You didn't know, you know, you didn't know I had this problem.
I know. I wasn't aware at all.
Yeah.
And I'm just so thankful that you benefited from it. So it's really amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing because it really helped me a lot. And then on top of that, you know, it is very relaxing, and it helps you to find out more about yourself.
You feel calm and you feel at peace, right?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I'm
I think it's not just. I believe it's not just your prostate. I think you are in a healing process of everything else that probably has not happened yet. But I think your body is healing itself as you practice NLG diligently, daily. I believe you do.
Yeah.
And you know, well, the time is very limited here, Adrian, and I wish we could go on. But I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming forward to share this wonderful testimonial of yours. And I hope that those of you who are watching will come and try us out. I think it's going to benefit you. Like I said, not everything is scientific, but the evidence will be there, and it has already helped thousands of people, and I believe it can help you as well. So before you go, what would be your parting words, or what would be your advice to our viewers?
Try out NLG energy, see how it can benefit you. It is not a medication, you know, it is not a supplement which you need to take daily. It's just a commitment from you to put some time aside, you know, like 5.5 minutes every day, or twice a day or 3 times a day, you know, just to practice the energy of NLG. So try to commit some time to learn about this. Thanks. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Well, thank you so much, Adrian. And I hope that you'll continue to share with your friends and loved ones. You know, among the two of us, we have a huge family, right? We have a lot of family members, cousins, nephews, uncles, and I don't know, aunties, everyone who can benefit from this NLG. So thank you for coming today, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
Right. So as we have seen and heard from Adrian, it's really wonderful. And I hope that those of you who are new, do come and join our class 1 in a couple of days' time, because right now we are doing the class 1 yesterday and today. And after that, we will put the link for the next class 1, which I believe is on October 15 and 16. It's only 1.5 hours each session, and it's for two days in a row that you have to complete, and then you'll be able to experience self-healing. So yeah, it's really amazing. Once I got to know about Adrian, and I just thought that I'd bring him on today and share with the world. So thank you so much for watching, and do join us in our Facebook, subscribe, and do like and regularly watch our live stream on Facebook and also on YouTube if you prefer that. And just share with your friends and share with your loved ones so that everyone can benefit from NLG. And that's why we make it free and readily available to everybody across the globe. So thank you very much for watching today. Bye.